It's finally here. The trailer for the PITT Season 2 Episode 14 just dropped. And if you thought things were intense before, next week's episode is about to take everything to another level. This is the penultimate episode, which means the stakes are higher than ever. Emotions are at their breaking point, and every character feels like they're standing on the edge of something irreversible. Welcome back to Series Critique, where we break down everything you need to know. And trust me, this trailer gave us a lot to talk about. So, let's dive straight into it. Right from the opening seconds, the trailer sets a different tone. Instead of the usual heart monitor beeping, we hear ambulance sirens cutting through the silence. That alone tells us this episode is going to be more chaotic, more urgent, and way more emotionally charged. It immediately throws us into the tension, and the first scene we see is Robbie and Duke outside the ER. Now, this moment feels important. Based on what we saw in the last episode, Duke couldn't get his surgery and had to wait another week. So this looks like him preparing to leave. But it's not just a goodbye scene. It's a conversation that reveals a lot about Robbie's mental state. Duke says, "This place never stops, does it?" And Robbie responds, "No, it's dance till you drop." That line hits hard, because on the surface, it sounds like a casual comment about how busy the ER is. But when you really think about it, it's much darker. Robbie isn't just talking about work, he's talking about himself. He's pushing himself to the limit, and deep down, he knows he's close to breaking. And when Duke asks, "Then what?" Robbie doesn't have an answer. That silence says everything. From there, the trailer quickly shifts into a montage of chaos. We see Robbie and Dr. Al-Hashimi working closely together on a patient, and the tension between them is impossible to ignore. This is clearly building towards something bigger. Robbie has been suspicious of her all along, especially with the way she freezes under pressure. And now, it looks like he's finally going to confront it. At the same time, we get a glimpse of Langdon running through the hallway, completely panicked, and in turn asks, "What's happening?" And it sounds like a patient is crashing. This ties directly into Langdon's storyline. He's been struggling with confidence ever since that near-fatal mistake earlier in the season. And from what we see here, that pressure is only getting worse. Then there's Dana, overwhelmed with work, surrounded by chaos, and trying to hold everything together. And in the middle of it all, we even see a patient with an American flag lodged in his chest, reminding us that this is all happening on the 4th of July, a day that's supposed to be about celebration. But here it just adds to the madness. As the opening sequence builds, the sound of the heart monitor grows louder and faster, reaching a peak as Robbie walks away from Duke. And for the first time, we see it clearly, he's not okay. The confident exterior is gone, and what's left is someone who's emotionally exhausted. Then things take a more personal turn. Dr. Al-Hashimi pulls Robbie into a private room and asks for a second opinion on a case. But this scene feels like it's about more than just medicine. She looks vulnerable, like she's been holding something in for too long. It even looks like she's on the verge of tears. This could be the moment where we finally learn what she's been hiding. Is it a health issue? Something that's affecting her performance? Whatever it is, it's been building all season, and this episode might finally bring it to light. Next, we shift to Robbie and Langdon working together on a critical patient. And this is where things get really intense. Robbie asks, "He's progressing. What's your plan?" And you can feel the pressure immediately. Langdon hesitates and says, "I could paralyze him." That line tells us everything about where his head is at. He's scared. He's second-guessing himself. And the trauma from his past mistake is still haunting him. Robbie responds with urgency, pushing him to act. This is right here, right now. So the big question is, will this moment rebuild Langdon's confidence, or completely break him? We do see him go through with the procedure, but considering we also saw him running earlier, things might not go as planned. Then the trailer gives us another emotional beat. Dana is talking to another doctor and says, "Can you at least get him to promise he'll come back in one piece?" She's clearly talking about Robbie. This connects back to what he said earlier about possibly not coming back after his break. And now it seems like the people around him are starting to realize just how serious that is. There's a growing concern that Robbie isn't just burned out. He's on the edge of something much deeper. And then comes a symbolic moment. Robbie walks outside to his motorcycle, and it's knocked over. Now, this might seem small, but it feels meaningful. The trip he was planning, his escape, that's now disrupted. Whether it's a coincidence or not, it represents something bigger. Maybe he's not meant to run away. Maybe he can't. Because when the trailer circles back to his conversation with Juke, things become even clearer. Juke asks, "So what's the plan?" And Robbie simply says, "Ride." But then Juke pushes him. Ride away from what? And Robbie answers, "Everything." That's the moment it all clicks. He's not taking a break. He's trying to escape his life. And Juke calls him out on it. That's not riding, that's running. Juke has been the voice of reason this season, and once again, he's the only one who sees through Robbie completely. From there, the trailer gives us a few final glimpses. Dana looking devastated, Langdon possibly clashing with Whitaker, and the tension across the entire are reaching its peak. And then, we get the final line. "I don't know if I want to be here anymore." Robbie says it with tears in his eyes. And this is where things get really heavy, because this line could mean a lot of things. It could be about quitting the ER. It could be about leaving everything behind. Or, it could mean something much darker. Throughout the season, there have been subtle hints about Robbie's mental state. The exhaustion, the pressure, the emotional weight. It's all been building. And now, it feels like we're finally seeing the truth come out. This episode might not just be intense. It might be heartbreaking. As the penultimate episode, this is where everything starts to come together. We're likely going to get answers about Al-Hashimi, see what happens with Langdon, and finally understand what Robbie is truly going through. So, yeah, brace yourselves. Because if this trailer is anything to go by, episode 14 isn't just setting up the finale. It's going to leave us emotionally wrecked. Let me know what you think is going to happen next. Do you think Robbie will actually leave? And what do you think Al-Hashimi is hiding? I'll see you in the next one.